Hello, my pretties, and happy Halloween. I'm so excited to bring this practice to you today. I love, 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 love Halloween. And I created a class last year during the pandemic, a Halloween themed class, and brought in some spells like poems. So I'm going to be doing that today as well. So I have this little piece of paper here. So if you see me glancing over that, that's what I'll be reading. Is I have, I think, four little poems here that I'll be bringing in. So creating some magic and some spells through words and lyrics, and just making it fun. So if you're into that kind of groovy stuff and like celebrating happy Halloween, please join me on your mat. I might even include a little montage video of some of my Halloween decorating here in my home. I get to learn how to do that really quickly, and hopefully I can do that and kind of blend that in. So anyway, moving forward onto our practice. No props necessary today, but of course, always optional. Anytime we do a seated forward fold, you always have the option to use blocks or cushions, whatever you need to make your body comfortable in the pose. All right, and that will be it. So I will meet you back on your mat. All right, my pretties, let's get started. Just sitting in an easy seated pose, grounding down through the hips, lengthening up nice and tall through your spine. Let the shoulders soften, the shoulder blades just gently melt down the back, filling this space, filling this length, filling this extension. Taking a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose all the way to the low belly. Open mouth, exhale. And let's send the breath into the diaphragm. Open mouth, exhale. Sending the breath into the heart space, the lungs, the chest. And taking another open mouth exhale. And now we'll take a full body breath. And I want you to imagine that your breath is just going through and kind of cleaning out any cobwebs. And then as you exhale, just letting those cobwebs release. Returning back to your natural breath. And just tuning in to your body. How is your body feeling today? Maybe you're a little excited with this whole theme of Halloween. Maybe you're practicing first thing this morning, so you're still a little in that state of waking up. Just noticing, not judging, not making anything up, just being in awareness. Softening the hands, softening the arms, the facial muscles. And as you just continue to breathe here, I'm going to read our first poem. And it is a morning spell or an afternoon spell, whichever you prefer. Bring more magic to my day. Take my fears and cares away. Make me sparkly, make me bright. Fill my day with loving light. Beauty's love revealed to me. Love and joy and ecstasy. Peace, success, and harmony. That's my will, so shall it be. And just breathing that in. Releasing any fears, any cares that may have been heavy. Just allowing yourself to be cleansed so that you can be sparkly and bright. And creating harmony through your body, through your mind. And so shall it be. Let's take a cleansing breath. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly opening the eyes. Very good. Let's just change the crossing of our feet. So whichever foot was in closest to you, just bring that out in front. And we're going to do some Sufi Rolls. So inhale as you come forward, rocking the upper body forward, and then exhaling as you come back, really arching through the spine. And making your way from left to right. So we'll come over towards the left, come forward on your inhale, then over to the right, exhaling as you come back. Bring the chin into the chest. And just really feeling into the body, feel into the hips, the low back here. And imagining that you're stirring your cauldron. Right, we're beginning to create the magic within the body as we slowly begin to bring movement, wakening up the hips, wakening up the spine, using the breath to release, cleaning the cobwebs. And the next time you come forward, and then we'll reverse going the other way. And taking one more full circle here. Good. Coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall. Let the shoulders soften. Taking a few breaths, just filling in. Noticing any energy already awakening within the hips. Feeling that magic. That sweet surrender. And just allow yourself to be spellbound by what your body is able to do when you bring movement to it, when you bring your breath into it. Let's take one more breath here. Open mouth, exhale. And slowly opening the eyes. Let's come into straddle, so widening the legs. And they don't need to be super, super wide. just where you feel most comfortable in the hips and the inner groin, and you're feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. You can always elevate the hips by sitting on a blanket if the low back is tight, or if the hips are really tight, or the hamstrings. Okay. Let's just give a little flex through the feet. I like to do this, kind of just lengthen through the legs and then release that flex. So letting the muscles be relaxed. In our yin practice, remember, we want the muscles relaxed. Let's take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. As you exhale, lead from the heart. And coming into this easy, gentle fold. And maybe bringing the forearms to the mat, just kind of seeing where your body's at today, the flexibility. Let your head be heavy, dropping the chin in towards the chest. Just easing into this fold. Notice if the legs went into activation, release the activation. Letting there be space for the breath to travel through the body. And let's take a full breath through the nose. Send the breath all the way down the spine, to the low back, to the hips, to the hamstrings. And then take an open mouth exhale. Letting everything soften. Letting the jaw be at ease. And I'll read another poem here. Negative energy, you may not stay. I release you. Be on your way. From here on out, I banish thee. These are my words, so mote it be. So releasing any negative energy, mind over matter, right? If it's to be, it's up to me. Really focusing on letting the body release. So not only taking the action like physically with the breath, but also mentally through the thoughts. Notice how the body responds when you give it permission to release that negative energy. Notice how the mind responds. It's magic. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Taking a big cleansing exhale. And then staying here in your fold, just walk yourself over to the right side. Maybe you're able to bring that right arm over the outside of that right leg, so kind of straddling the right leg, or maybe you keep it to the inside. We're just going to take 5 slow, deep breaths here. Once again, notice if the legs are wanting to activate. Do your best to let them unplug. Breathing all the way down that left side body. Last breath. And then we'll very slowly walk ourselves over to the left leg. And taking 5 slow deep breaths here. Last breath. And then slowly walking yourself back to center. Walk the hands back in towards you. Slowly, slowly make your way back up. Head coming up last. Let the shoulders just come up and then roll the shoulders back and down. Just holding here. Let the arms be soft. Taking a few breaths here, noticing what's going on in the body. Noticing that magical energy that is beginning to flow through your body, down the spine, through the legs, the hips. Let's take one more breath here. Very good. And slowly opening the eyes. Good. We'll come into a seated twist. So let's just bring that left heel in towards the groin. And then you're going to cross that right leg over that left thigh. And then actually kind of heel toe that left heel over towards your right glute. Good. And then either wrapping that left arm around, or maybe you hook the elbow to the thigh, and then take an inhale. We'll reach that right arm up. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand back behind you. Root down through both sit bones. Find your lengthening through the spine, all the way up through the crown of your head. Take a breath into the belly. As you exhale, gently pull the belly in, and then as though you're trying to open up that right side rib cage, bringing it over towards the right a little deeper. And then gently draw that right shoulder back. So a nice opening across the collarbones. Giving some attention to the spine as well as the digestive system, the intestinal organs. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths here. Last breath, breathe all the way to the belly. And then as you exhale, untwist coming forward. From here, we'll come right into shoelace. So just stacking that right knee over the left as best as you can. Rooting down through both sit bones. We'll come into a little side bend. So let's inhale, reach that right arm up as tall as you can. Really reach through the fingers. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that left hand to the mat, reaching over towards the left. You want to focus on pressing down through that right sit bone. Good. Let the head be heavy, taking a full breath into that right side body. Good. Then from here, we're going to turn the upper body towards the left, towards the mat. Bring that right hand down. And just coming into a twist variation here, forward fold variation. Continuing to focus on pressing down through both sit bones. Letting the head be heavy, trying to release any tension in the neck. And let's take 2 more breaths here. Last breath. Good. Then from here, we'll walk ourselves towards the front and coming into a shoelace fold here. So either keeping the hands to the mat or to the floor. Maybe you reach the heart forward a little more and come down to the forearms. So you should be feeling this in that right hip. Giving the head and neck permission to just surrender here, releasing any rigidness in the neck. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths. Let's take 1 more breath here. I'm taking a big open mouth exhale. And bringing the hands back in towards you. Maybe you bring the hands to the ankles or to the feet, and then slowly bringing the upper body back up. Head coming up last. From here, we'll do a little neck release. Let the shoulders soften. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. As you exhale, bring that left ear towards the left shoulder. Feeling that stretch in the right side of the neck. Taking 1 more breath here. And now turn that chin towards the left shoulder. Tuck it in a bit. And then we'll bring the chin all the way to center of chest. Nice and slow movement here. And then we'll make a full circle with the head. So now bring that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Bring the head back. And then the left ear to the left shoulder. And chin back to chest. Take a full breath here. And slowly bring that head back up to center. Opening the eyes. Very good. Let's come into windshield wipers. So bring the hands back behind you. Unravel the legs. And then just dropping the knees side to side. Good. And then we'll make our way to the other side. So now we'll bring that right heel over to the left cheek, left foot around that right thigh, and either wrapping that right arm around or hooking the elbow. Take an inhale, lengthen up through that left arm, then bring that left hand back behind you. Finding your twist here, rooting down through the sit bones, lengthening up nice and tall. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, twisting. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths here. Noticing where the mind is at, noticing where your thoughts are at. Creating your internal magic by bringing yourself back into the body. One more breath here. On your exhale, untwist coming forward, and we'll come into shoelace on this side. Rooting down through the sit bones. Take that inhale, lengthen up through that left arm, and then bring that right hand to the mat, reaching over towards the right. Grounding down through that left hip. Nice side body stretch through that left side. Big inhale, big exhale. Nice. Then we'll turn our bodies to the right, coming into this twist variation. Taking a few breaths here. Notice if your shoulders are kind of up by your ears. Gently glide the shoulders down, away from the ears, giving space. Good. One more breath. And then we'll walk our hands and body forward. And coming into your fold here. So really working the hips here this morning or today. Just feeling into the hips, breathing into the hips. Letting the head be heavy. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Big open mouth exhale, releasing, washing, cleansing all of those cobwebs out. Slowly bringing the upper body back up. Softening the shoulders. Coming into our neck release. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. One more breath here, breathing right into that left side of the neck. And then very slowly turning the chin in towards that right shoulder. Tucking it in. And then slowly bringing the chin to the center of chest. Keep the shoulders back. Notice if they want to round forward here. And then we'll make our way into our full circle. So slowly bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Bringing the head all the way back. Oh, definitely hearing some crunching going on here. And then right ear to the right shoulder. And then bringing the chin once again to center of chest. Taking a cleansing breath. Big open mouth exhale. Slowly bringing the head back to center. Opening the eyes. Let's come into our windshield wiper for this side. Uncross the legs. Ooh, my little hips are feeling it this morning. Or actually, it's afternoon here for me. All right, my lovelies. From here, let's come into tabletop. And we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow here. So fingers are spread nice and wide. Hands are really rooted down. Shoulders are over the wrist. Hips over the knees. Take that inhale. Drop the belly. Reach the heart forward. Draw the shoulder blades back. Extend through the tailbone. And then exhale, pressing it away, arching through the spine. Creating that scared cat pose, that black cat, scared cat pose. Inhale, come back into your cow. Exhale, press it away. Let's take 2 more rounds. Last round. And coming back into neutral spine. From here, we'll come into child's pose. So widening the knees, big toes to touch. Let's send those hips right back towards the heels. And then walking the hands out. Lowering your forehead to your mat. Let the arms soften, the shoulders soften. And let your heart melt towards the earth. And taking a full breath in through the nose, send the breath all the way down into the hips. And then letting the breath come all the way up and out the mouth. And taking nice, slow, deep breaths here. I'll read another spell. Sweep, sweep, sweep the ground. Negative energy shall be bound. Banish all harm, spoil, and pain. Only positive energy shall remain. As I will it, so mote it be. So sweep, sweep, sweeping the ground here as we're in this child's pose. Really connected to the earth, sweeping any negative energy out. Using your breath to also use as a broom as it sweeps and cleans the body. Sweeping out the cobwebs. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Last breath. Big cleansing inhale and exhale. And then glide the hands back down towards you. Pressing into the hands to lift the upper body up. Let's walk the knees and thighs in towards one another. We'll come to sit on the heels. Take an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, palms of the hands to touch. And then as you exhale, bringing the hands forward to heart center. Press the thumbs into the sternum, lift the heart. Taking a cleansing breath here. Softening the facial muscles. Let's take one more full breath in and out. And releasing the hands down and just switching over to one hip, swing the legs out in front. We'll make our way down onto our backs. Just lowering yourself down nice and easy. And once you get here, just bring the knees into your chest. I'm taking a few rocks side to side. And then extending the legs as you send the feet up towards the ceiling or towards the sky. And point and flex through the feet, rotate through the ankles. And bring the knees back into the chest, lower your feet to your mat. And from here, we're going to come into star pose. So just extending, sorry, I'm going to move my paper out of the way here. The legs out, taking up lots of space. So bringing your feet and legs to the sides, out of off of your mat, I should say. And then opening the arms up. So like you're making a little snow angel. I'm hitting all kinds of stuff here in my space. And just allow the body to soften here. Take a full inhale in. Open mouth exhale. Feeling the body open. Not trying to force anything here, just letting it be in this very opening pose. And we'll take one more breath here. And then from here, we'll come into banana pose. So let's bring that right leg to meet the left. So right leg comes all the way over to the left. And then lifting the head and shoulders and shifting them over to the left as well as the arms. And then you can either hold on to opposite forearms or elbows, or maybe you just use that left hand to hold the right wrist. We want to focus here on both hips staying grounded down as well as both shoulders. So we don't want the right side body off of the mat. And take a big inhale into that right side body all the way down the line. Letting everything soften on the exhale. And now cross that right ankle over the left. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths here. Using your breath to wash through the body. And creating balance and harmony on both sides of the body. And let's take one more full breath. And I really want you to focus on sending the breath all the way up into that right armpit. And open mouth, exhale. Releasing the hands or the arms, uncrossing the legs. Come back into your star pose. So recentering yourself. Taking up that same amount of space. Taking one full inhale and exhale here. Beautiful. And then we'll make our way to the other side. So the left leg comes over to the right. And then we bring the upper body over towards the right. And now maybe holding on with the right hand to the left wrist. And before you cross that left foot over, take a full inhale to the left side body. Exhale, let that left side body soften and release. Let the glutes release. And then cross that left ankle over. So again, noticing the magic that happens in your body with the breath. When you bring your mind to focus in the body, on the body, rather than distracting thoughts. There's always magic waiting to happen. And there's always magic available for us. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Last breath, cleansing breath, sending the breath all the way to that left armpit. Exhale it all out. Releasing the arms and hands, the legs, making your way back into your star pose, recentering. Noticing how the body's feeling. Taking one more breath here. And now keeping the legs where they are. So taking up lots of space with the legs. And now you're just going to glide or slide your arms down a little closer towards the body, still creating some space. And then just tuck the shoulder blades underneath or down the back. Let the body surrender here as we make our way into Shavasana. Keeping your feet just as they are. Now just send those heels forward so that you're flexing the foot through the heel. And then release the flex. Just a little added lengthening through the legs, through the spine. A little sprinkle of magic here to your Shavasana. Feeling your body being sparkled up here with all the gentle energy that you've created through the cleansing, through the movements, through the breath. And if you had any stagnant or stuck areas or areas that held some tension prior to your practice, really focus on sending that sparkling energy into that space. Let's take a full body cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose. Fill the body up. Open mouth, exhale with a sigh. Bringing some movement into your body by wiggling the fingers and the toes, gently rocking your head side to side. And then let's glide the arms up overhead. Bring the feet back in towards one another. Take this nice lengthening stretch. Big inhale as you lengthen and stretch. And then as you exhale, bring the arms into the body. Bring your feet to your mat. And then bring the knees into your chest. Taking a few rocks side to side here. And then rolling over to one side in fetal pose. Taking a breath here. And very slowly pressing yourself up. And we'll come back to our easy seated pose. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center. Taking a cleansing breath. Taking a few moments to tune in. Notice how your body's feeling. Feeling into all this magic that you created here on your mat. And then gently bowing your head, bringing the chin in towards the chest. I will read our last spell for our practice. On this earth is where I stand, digging my roots deep in the land. Fill me with energy so bright, and fill me with your strength of might. So mote it be. So allowing yourself to just be filled with earth's energy, feeling yourself rooted and grounded. Feeling this energy, this sparkling energy that is now flowing through your body. And bringing that into the rest of your day, into this fun day of celebration of Halloween. And just allowing yourself to have a fun, witchy day. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much, my pretties, for practicing with me today. I hope this felt great for your body as you created your own magic here. And I hope you enjoyed the little spells that I brought in. And I just really appreciate you taking the time and to roll out your mat and do something so wonderful and healthy for your body, mind, and spirit. May you be blessed. May you have a fabulous Halloween. Namaste.